Every night, as the world slowly falls asleep, there is a visitor that quietly enters millions of homes. It doesn't knock on the door. It doesn't leave footprints. It never announces its arrival. Yet, by the time morning comes, it has stolen something priceless. Not money. Not jewelry. Not even time itself. It steals something far more valuable. Our future. And strangely, most of us invite this thief into our lives every single day. Its name is procrastination. It begins with harmless words. I'll start tomorrow. Just 4 simple words. Words that feel comforting. Words that promise another chance. But tomorrow has a strange habit. It never arrives. It simply changes its name. Tomorrow becomes next week. Next week becomes next month. And before we realize it, another year has slipped through our fingers. Have you ever wondered why 2 people with the same dream end up living completely different lives? The answer isn't always talent. It isn't intelligence. And it certainly isn't luck. Sometimes, it's just one decision. The decision to begin. Let me tell you a story. There was once a young man named Arjun who lived in a small village. He dreamed of owning the most beautiful mango orchard anyone had ever seen. Every evening, after finishing his work, he would walk to an empty field carrying a small cloth bag. Inside that bag were hundreds of carefully chosen mango seeds. He would stand there for several minutes, looking at the land. Then he would smile and whisper, "Tomorrow is a better day to plant them. Maybe the weather would be better. Maybe he'd have more energy. Maybe he'd make a better plan." So he went home. The next day, he returned with the same bag. Again, he looked at the field. Again, he found another excuse. Days became weeks. Weeks became months. The seeds stayed inside the bag. Now, not far from Arjun's field lived another farmer. He wasn't richer. He wasn't stronger. He wasn't more intelligent. But he had one simple habit. Every single morning, before the sun fully rose, he planted just one seed. Only one. Some days the rain ruined it. Some days birds carried the seed away. Some never sprouted at all. But every morning, he planted another. Years passed. One afternoon, Arjun walked back to the same empty field. His dream was still alive. But his land was still empty. His bag of seeds had become old and dry. Many could no longer grow. As he stood there silently, he looked across the road. The other farmer's land had completely transformed. Hundreds of mango trees stretched toward the sky. Children laughed beneath their shade. Birds built nests in their branches. Families gathered there every summer. People from nearby villages came to buy sweet mangoes. The orchard had become a blessing to everyone. Arjun felt a deep pain in his heart. Not because someone else had succeeded, but because he suddenly realized something. He had never failed. He had simply never started. How many dreams are waiting inside your own bag of seeds? That business you've been planning. The book you've always wanted to write. The exam you've promised yourself you'll prepare for. The healthier version of yourself. The life you've imagined for years. They're all still there. Waiting. Not for the perfect opportunity, but for your first step. Procrastination doesn't usually destroy dreams in one day. It destroys them one excuse at a time. One later. One next Monday. One after this. One when everything becomes perfect. But perfection is a destination that doesn't exist. The people we admire weren't people who waited for perfect conditions. They started when they were scared. They started when they weren't ready. They started with what they had. Every great mountain is climbed one step at a time. Every book is written one page at a time. Every successful business began with one customer. Every mighty tree began as one tiny seed buried beneath the soil. The beginning is always small. But small beginnings have incredible power. Imagine if you improve just 1% every single day. Today. Read one page. Tomorrow. Read 2. Today. Walk for 10 minutes. Tomorrow. Walk 11. Small actions repeated consistently become extraordinary results. Remember. Successful people don't always have more motivation. They simply act before motivation arrives. Action creates motivation. Not the other way around. So today. Don't promise yourself a new life. Promise yourself one small action. One phone call. One page. One workout. One paragraph. One seed. Because years from now, you'll either be sitting beneath the shade of the trees you planted, or still holding a bag full of dreams that were never given a chance to grow. The choice has always been yours. The silent thief can only steal from those who keep opening the door. Today. Close that door forever. Take one step. Begin now. Because the future doesn't belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who start. One day or day one. You decide.
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon for more videos.